So yesterday I did something absolutely bonkers, and honestly, I'm not sure I've done a good thing. But before we get into that story, I've got another story to tell you that happened about a year ago, give or take. So for the first time in my life, I decided to go with a group of other people up to Mount Ruapehu. So Mount Ruapehu is a volcano here in New Zealand that during the winter season is covered in snow, and it's a ski and snowboarding place. And guess what that means? Well, the answer is very clearly skiing and snowboarding. That you did that. You got it? So yes, for the first time in my life, I got to try out snowboarding, which I absolutely loved. From the moment I got onto the board, which was pretty darn hard, mind you, I absolutely adored it. I absolutely loved being able to be in the middle of nature. I had a beautiful blue sky day. It was, oh, so good. So for that entire day, I got to go up and down, up and down, up and down this mountain, and I was loving it. Here's the issue. While going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, I was also falling left, right, and center, including on some kid. I apologize. But being me, I was having too much fun to stop and realize that my body was going, actually, Judah, I'm damaged. Stop. So by the end of the day, I am immensely sore. I've had so much fun, but I'm just shattered. So we get off the mountain, we head on down to drop all our ski rental stuff. I drop it in at the kiosk like normal, and then I head on outside. And at this point, I decide to have a look at my knees because they've taken the most impact. And oh my goodness, it wasn't pretty. One of them was severely swollen. The other one was swollen probably twice as much as that original one. And to say that my body didn't like to see itself in that status is an understatement. So as soon as I pull up my pant leg and see just how big my knee is, I can feel the world start to spin. I'm like, it's fine, I just need some water. I'll go and fill up my drink bottle inside the ski rental place. I head on in, get to the tap, fill up my water, take a few steps, and it's slowly but surely getting worse and worse. The world is slowly fading, and I mean not like in a Blaze sort of way. 420. Next thing I know, I'm on the ground. I had no clue where I am. In fact, I've fallen right next to a door, and right in front of me is this doorstop. And of course, because I'm so lost, because I'm so confused, because my vision hasn't come entirely back, I'm just lying on the ground here playing with this doorstop, trying to decide what the hell is going on. I sit there for a good while, getting my composure, getting things back. I eventually get to the point of realization of where I am, what's happened, all that other stuff, and I sit myself against the wall where one of the people that I'm with comes in and is like, Judah, are you alright? And I'm like, no, it was actually really good, that person that came in and found me in that condition. There would have been some other people within that group that would have gone, oh yeah, it's fine, just get up, walk it off, you'll be totally alright, when in fact, I probably wasn't. But she sorted me out, made sure I was feeling at least somewhat up to scratch, because honestly, it's the worst feeling passing out. I've done it a good 4 or 5 times in different conditions. That was the first time I've ever done it through like a bruise or some sort of blunt injury, which was bizarre. But we got back to where we were staying, chucked some ice on it, and she was fine. Of course, I took my pace for the next few days because my knees weren't happy, and they've all healed. They're all perfect. It was wonderful. And by wonderful, I mean immensely traumatic. Now, let's jump back to today, to the point that I mentioned at the start of this video that I've done a bonkers thing. You see, I enjoyed that snowboarding experience. I loved it. Minus the end part. I had so much a blast that I have gone and done something nuts. I purchased a season pass, I've purchased a snowboard, boots, all the stuff, and I'm gonna be going up and down that mountain tons this year. I hope so, because if not, I've wasted a butt ton of money. It's a pretty weird situation, honestly. I live like 4 hours away from that mountain, so every single time that I want to go up, which will hopefully be a good number, I'm gonna have to do some driving, which won't be cheap, but that's okay. You see, I've got to the point in my life where I'm like, yes, I am pretty sorted with lots of stuff that I've wanted to purchase. I've got the cameras I want, I've got the lenses I want, I've got all sorts of other bits and pieces that have been super duper important for my profession, and it's got to the point in life where I need to stop and spend money on happiness and what I enjoy. Because honestly, there's so many parts of this that are going to bring me so much joy. The location, Ruapehu is stunning. Last time I didn't have my camera with me because I was so terrified of breaking it, and let's be honest, given the condition that I was at the end of the day, it probably would have been in pieces. The sport itself, it is just so fun. I'm not saying that I'm skilled or anything like that, or that I want to be doing any jumps or spins or anything, because that would immensely hurt falling, but I'm saying that I just love being able to cruise on up, watch things, and then just sprint down the hill. I love going fast. It's so good. It's part of the reason I love my longboard. In case you didn't know, I love longboarding too. Again, no sort of professional, but I adore the feeling. And honestly, the last reason that I felt like this is such an important thing to do is an escape from what I call reality. Honestly, over the last little while, I haven't been feeling very good mentally, and by very good, I mean I've been absolutely terrible. Like, really bad. Bad doesn't cover things. Just don't even ask. But this is my way of finding some joy in life, something to look forward to, something new. And honestly, new for me is ridiculously important. I get bored super easy, so it's so important for me to be able to go, actually, I've had enough of what I'm doing. Let's try something else. Honestly, the situation with the mountain is pretty bizarre, especially the decisions that I've made. Earlier in the year, I tried to get a job with them. I interviewed, I did everything. I was like, yes, I got this in the bag. Next thing I know, I get an email saying, we don't want you. And I kind of want to reply like, I don't want me either, so this is fine. But yeah, long story short, I've bought a season pass. Last year I got to ski and snowboard, even though it was just snowboarding. That didn't make sense. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and we're gonna be continuing some fun this year. And fingers crossed, if I get the confidence, definitely not the first few times, I might be able to bring a camera up. I might be able to bring all sorts of stuff up. I might be able to film vlogs, do all sorts of fun, fancy stuff, and find another group of people that think I'm nuts. Because who doesn't love someone that just sits and talks to a camera because they can't deal with people? Me. But anyway, that's my story. That's what's going on. That's how I'm feeling. And you know, we're just gonna fill the blank here. We're gonna end the video here, is what I'm trying to say. We're gonna end it now. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for listening. Honestly, it's a bit of a weird one. I mean, there's no B-roll. It's just me sitting in front of the camera talking. It's like the good old days. Those vloggy things. Oh, yeah, my life is weird. But thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.